probably need to cue us every once in a while with like a look.
Alright, yeah, you can definitely do that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start recording audio right now.
Okay, good. Alright. Once upon a time, in a very poor woodcutter lived a tiny village in the forest with his 2 children, Hansel and Gretel. His wife often ill-treated the children and was forever nagging the woodcutter. There is not enough food in this house for all of us. There are too many mouths to feed. We must get rid of these 2 brats, she declared. And she kept on trying to persuade her husband to abandon his children in the forest. Take them miles away from home, so far they can never find their way back. Maybe someone will find them and give them a home. The downcast woodcutter did not know what to do. Hansel, who one evening had overheard his parents' conversation, comforted Gretel. Don't worry, if they leave us in the forest, we'll find our way home, he said. And slipping out of the house, he filled his pockets with little white pebbles. Then they went back to bed. All night long, the woodcutter's wife hopped on and on at her husband until, at dawn, he led Hansel and Gretel away from the forest. But as they went into the depths of the trees, Hansel dropped a little white pebble here and there on the mossy green ground. At a certain point, the 2 children found they really were alone. The woodcutter had plucked up enough courage to desert them, had mumbled an excuse and was gone. Night fell, but the woodcutter did not return. Gretel began to sob bitterly. Boo-hoo-hoo. Hansel too felt scared when he tried to hide his feelings and comfort his sister. Don't cry, trust me. I swear I will take you home even if Father doesn't come back for us. Luckily the moon was full that night, and Hansel waited till its cold light filtered through the trees. Now give me your hand, he said. We'll get home safely, you'll see. The tiny white pebbles gleamed in the moonlight, and the children found their way home. They crept through a half-open window without waking their parents. Cold, tired, but thankful to be home again, they slipped into bed. Next day, their mother discovered that Hansel and Gretel had returned. She went into a rage, stifling her anger and full of the children. She locked her bedroom door, reproaching her husband for failing to carry out her orders. The weak woodcutter protested, torn as he had between the shame and the fear of disobeying his cruel wife. The wicked stepmother kept Hansel and Gretel under lock and key until the next day with nothing but supper, but a sip of water and some hard bread. All night the husband and wife quarreled, and then when dawn came, the woodcutter led his children out of the forest. Hansel, however, had not eaten his bread, and as he walked through the trees, he left a trail of crumbs behind him to mark the way. Get that bread. Good job. Oh my God. Get that bread again, please, Hansel. Oh my God, dude. But the little boy had forgotten about the hungry birds and had lived in the forest. When they saw him, they flew along behind, and in no time at all had eaten all the crumbs. Again, with a lame excuse, the woodcutter left his 2 children by themselves. I've left a trail like last time, Hansel whispered to Gretel consolingly, but when night fell, they saw their horror. They saw their horror. They saw their horror. They saw their horror. That all the crumbs had gone. Back to a sad sound. I'm frightened, wept Gretel bitterly. I'm cold and hungry and want to go home. Don't be afraid. I'm here to look after you. Hansel tried to encourage his sister, but he too shivered from the glimpse of the frightening shadows and the evil eyes around him in the darkness. All night the 2 children huddled together for warmth at the foot of a large tree. Burr, burr. When dawn broke, they started to wander about the forest, seeking a path, but all hope soon faded. It soon faded.
it soon faded a little bit more. Yeah! One second, I lost my thought.
They were totally and truly lost. On they walked and walked, till suddenly they came upon a strange cottage in the middle of the glen. "This is chocolate!" gasped Hansel, as he broke a lump of plaster from the wall. "And this is icing!" claimed Gretel, putting another piece of the wall in her mouth, starving. But tonight, children began to eat pieces of candy broken off the cottage. "Isn't this delicious?" cried Gretel. Her mouth was full, and she had never tasted anything so nice. "We'll stay here," Hansel declared, munching a bit of nougat. They were just about to try a piece of biscuit door when it quietly swung open. "Well, well, well," said the old woman, peering out a crafty look.
I haven't seen you children. Where'd you come from? You got a sweet tooth? Come in, come in. You have nothing to fear."
With the old woman, unlucky for Hansel and Gretel, the sugar candy cottage belonged to an old witch, a trap for catching unwary victims. The two children had come to a really nasty place.
You're nothing but skin and bones,
said the witch, looking at Hansel into the cage.
I shall fatten you up and eat you. You can do the housework, she told Gretel.
Really? Then I'll make a meal of you. As luck would have it, the witch had a very bad appetite, as when Gretel smeared butter on her glasses. What? She could even see less. Let me feel your finger, said the witch to Hansel, every dainty shaft he was getting fatter and fatter. Now, Gretel was brought her brother a chicken bone, and when the witch went to touch his finger, Hansel held out the bone.
You are getting much too thin,
she exclaimed.
When will you begin to be plump? One day the witch could tired of waiting. Light that oven,
she told Gretel. We're going to have a tasty roasted boy today. A little later, hungry and impatient, she went on.
Run and see if the oven is hot enough.
Gretel returned, whimpering, boo-hoo-hoo. I can't tell if it's hot enough or not. Angrily, the witch screamed to the little girl.
Unless, useless child, all right, I'll see for myself.
But when the witch bent down to peer inside the oven and check the heat, Gretel gave her a... Gretel gave her a tremendous push and slammed the oven door shut. The witch had come to fit and prop it in. Gretel ran to set her brother free and made quite sure that the oven door was slightly shut behind the witch. Indeed, just to be on the safe side, they fastened it firmly with a padlock. Really smart thinking. Then they stayed for several days, ate some more of the house, till they discovered amongst the witch's belongings a huge chocolate egg. Inside lay a casket of golden coins. The witch is now burned to a cinder, said Hansel, so we'll take its treasure with us. They filled a large basket with food and set off to the forest to search on search of the way home. This time, luck was with them, and on the second day, they saw their father come out of the house towards them, weeping. Your mother is dead. Come home with me now, my dear children. The two children hugged the woodcutter. I promise you will never desert us again, said Gretel, throwing her arms around her father's neck. Hansel opened the casket. Look, father, we are rich now. You'll never have to chop wood again. Yay! Hooray! And they lived happily fucking ever after. The end.
Hooray! Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I hope this is gonna turn out fucking
I think it's gonna be pretty phenomenal.
awesome.
I don't know how our puppetry went.
Crazy sick.
Yeah, I can't believe how tired my fucking arm is.
My arm is so tired, man.